Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 3 of Let's Do the Diablo 3 DLC. Alright, let's talk to Hadrig Amon.
Blacksmith, aren't you? I have a request.
Not now. It's my wife. She's locked in the cellar like all those who've been bitten. I'm to put them all down. But how can I kill my own wife?
Death is a path all must tread. Allow me to help.
Thank you. Follow me.
I like that one of the great things about this game is, I think, depending on which character you play with, you get a different response there. And all of them obviously align with their type of character. So the Necromancer says, death is a path all must tread, because his whole persona, his personality is all about, it's utilizing death in the best way possible. And they even managed to link it in kind of a really cool kind of way. This is an unfortunate scenario because it is his wife, and unfortunately we have to kill her, which is just awful. So yeah, just like do all that, start casting these guys, boom. That is such a good move. Alright, I'm liking this. Okay, so she's over there crying, and I don't remember exactly how this works, but
My love, forgive me.
let's see what I can do here. See how quickly I can kill her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go. Boom! Awesome. Okay, our very first yellow item. So let's have a look at that. So Fervent Talons. Fervent, I guess, comes from fervor. And talons are, I think they're the names for, it's the name of essentially like birds' feet, I think. And I think I figured out what I wanted to show the other day, so let's have a look. So this one is much better. Why? Because it provides 2% extra movement speed, so it's already an increase on a stat that it has, plus it gives a whole bunch of other stuff. 10 plus intelligence is more damage, 9 plus vitality is more health, gold health pickup increased by 2 yards. So what that means is when you pick up the little health globe or any gold, it will the distance that you pick that up from will be increased by 2 yards, which in this game it's hard to determine exactly what a yard is, but it's a good increase. It's not something that you want all the time, but it's a good increase. Also, should note that at the top of this item, the intelligence and vitality, I believe they're primary stats, and then the golden health pickup increased by 2 yards is a secondary stat. And I think the one below that is considered like a tertiary stat, essentially. So, and there's only a certain amount of things that can come up there. So like gold health pickup increased will never be in the top unless it's the only thing that it has, but that still doesn't make it a primary stat. So you can change those later on. All right, so let's equip that. And then we've also got, okay, we have powers, but we can't use any. Yeah, so we're fine there. Let's talk to Hadrig.
I couldn't have done this without you. I'm in your debt. My name is Hadrig Amon.
There is a way you could repay me. I seek the crown of King Leoric.
I can help you there. It's buried with his chancellor, my grandfather. You'll find his tomb in a cemetery
Awesome.
in the Weeping Hollow. And
Right.
if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to get back to town.
Okay, so this quest complete, it just gives you a whole bunch of gold, which is the one on the left, and a whole bunch of experience, which is the one on the right. I think I didn't explain that actually. It's obvious, but I'll explain it. So the red at the bottom left is your health, the yellow is your experience, and the bluish like orb fill is an essence. Okay, so now we have a new quest. Anytime you want to know what to do, you go to your quests and you have a look at the main objective. So, hang on a sec. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the main objective first. So open the northwest gate, which is literally just there, northwest of us. Tells you what to do, and then it has like a little description about your quest objective. These are all the books and things that you pick up through the game. So like I picked up Leah's Tristram Journal Part 1. Actually, I'm going to quickly go and show you what I mean by accessing that kind of stuff at different points in the game. We also, Hadrig, he's our blacksmith, so he's going to become... Is he already available? Yeah, okay, so Hadrig is already available, but the only reason that that's the case is because obviously I've played the game before Kane's house is open as well, so you can get some information from him. So here's like another journal here, and it'll give you Deckard Kane's journal. I guess
We
we'll get
have
that.
come at last to Tristram's old cathedral. This is where Diablo, Lord of Terror, first corrupted mankind. This is where I may finally find the answers I seek. Leah worries after my safety, but I believe information vital to defeating the last lords of the burning hells can be found here.
Okay, so you'll notice I tried to pick up the book there and it didn't give me anything. That's because currently this book only gave me the new Tristram like book, I guess, and it might give it another one later, but not just yet. Does he sell anything? No. Okay, so Leah's Room. Alright, see how it's gone to part 3? That's because I didn't access Leah's Room earlier for a different journal for part 2, so I had to access it at a certain time. Now it's changed to part 3. I'm actually not going to bother with Leah's journal. It would be some experience, but I don't really care right now. I'm just going to go through the main game. I'm only showing that off just to show you like how to go about collecting everything if you really want. One of the great things about this game is that if you're a completionist and you want to spend like and you don't care about trophies, trying to complete this game would be like a serious task, a very, very serious task. But it's fun to do. I think I actually quite like it a lot. And on that note, I want to thank anyone that's been watching so far. I know we're only on episode 3, but the last episode I was probably recording that a little bit too late, and I was quite tired, and I wasn't really in the zone for recording. I didn't really feel kind of in the mood, but I just wanted to because I hadn't recorded anything in so long. So I apologize for that, but I am feeling a lot better right now, and I'm really liking this. So hopefully that continues. And yeah, I like explaining things, so I think this is where I shine. Okay, so let's keep going. So right now, essentially what we're doing is doing a full clear of like a new area. And trust me, there are a lot of areas in this game. Oh, I can show off that gold health pickup. That's what I wanted to say, the other thing. I'll say it in a sec, actually. Hopefully I don't forget it again. Oh, man, that does a really good damage. I can't wait to see that, like, later on down the track. The other thing I didn't say was first of all, you access this menu by pressing the, what is this called? The face button. No, not the face buttons, the touchpad button? The touchpad button. I don't know. I think it has a name, but I can't think of it right now. What did I... Oh, so yeah, a yellow item. So I think I explained blue. Blue items have generally one primary stat or main stat and one secondary stat. You can call them 2 magic properties. And then gold one or yellow ones will have, or they're rare. You can see here they're magic pants just below level 1 on the right side, and these are rare boots just below level 4. So they'll have more rare stats. And then I think the next one is it straight to legendary or is it an identifiable item? I think it's an identifiable. I can't remember now. Well, we'll find out eventually. I will probably get at least a few legendary items as I go through the game. Not for a while, I'd say, but... Oh, well, actually, it's not impossible to get one. Oh, bone... Wait, is Bone Spear? Oh, no, that's the one that, yeah... That it flings itself in a straight line. So I just got Arcane Dust there. That's to craft stuff and, like, provide, you know, different abilities to items, all that kind of stuff. I did get to level 7, so let's access Bone Spear, which is the opposite of Skeletal, or it's the one that's on Skeletal Mage. It uses our essence. But let's have a look at what the rune is. So damage is increased by 15% for each enemy Bone Spear passes through. Bone Spear's damage turns into poison. Okay, so that's pretty good. Again, I don't like it too much for what I'm trying to do. I actually quite like the Skeletal Mages currently. So I'm going to stick with that, mainly because I feel that a Bone Spear with that rune is suited more to, well, without spoiling it, but yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. We're going to be fighting that Skeleton King eventually. Even here, like, would be a decent, wow, time to use, the, that Bone Spear. But as you can see, the Skeletal Mage and the explosion worked really well. When we fight the Skeleton King, it disappeared. When we fight the Skeleton King, I'll explain this in a sec. He's got like a decent amount of enemies around him, and I think that'll be more useful there, the Bone Spear attack, unless we have something better by that point. So yeah, it's all about like working out what because all the skills are designed so that they're all equally as useful, you know, for that balance. It's very hard to have balance, like that's why these games take so long to make. But when a game is balanced, it feels really fun. Like, watch this. So this area is perfect for my abilities right now. Boom, boom, double damage, and everything is dead. Okay, so I'll explain that gold pickup radius. So I only have it by 2 yards, but see this gold here on the left? There, I can pick it up from like a little bit further away. Same with the double damage orbs. I think the double damage orbs are also considered health orbs, so they can be picked up from further away. Oh, why did this one not despawn? Maybe it just was a little bit earlier. Like, it was sort of just recently there, so that's why I didn't despawn. Because I was fighting a few enemies there. Okay, so here's another little extra area that we can go into, and we will, right after I kill these guys. Okay. Done. Is there anything here?
Blacksmith's apprentice.
Alright, here we go.
Another disruption in the balance.
Okay, so I think so yeah, when we left, you'll have to notice, you might have noticed that Hadric said, if you see my fool apprentice out there, tell him to come back. Unfortunately, he died, and that's why he didn't come back. Oh, that's right, the other thing I wanted to explain. So, see, this is a hard choice, because the dagger that we have is only level 1. This is level 3, and it comes with a few good things, but it'll do more damage, like my Bone Spear will do a lot more damage, but it won't be as quick. So it's really negligible which way you go for it at this point. Later on down the track it can be important, but right now it's not really that important. What's this one again? Oh, okay, so Pool of Reflection. So it just increases the amount of experience you can gain currently, which is good. And you can see it actually. So it gives you a certain total in the experience area, just where on the bottom left where the 7 is, and it says when you reach here, this little the little marker that's a little bit further, or like towards the end of the bar, when you reach there, your extra experience will run out. So that's how they designed it. Instead of being time limited, they just give you the full thing, and it'll wear out when it wears out. Or, you know, after a certain amount of experience has been gained. Okay, that's a carrion nest. Those enemies are pretty annoying. They spawn these little carrion bats, and yeah, they can take a while. So I'm liking my Necromancer right now. He's just not doing enough damage for my liking, or at least not quick enough. I have to combine skills quite a lot to do damage, and that's normal. You know, eventually he'll get to a point where he'll just be killing everything with. Or, well, only if you go back, I guess, to like an earlier area. That's what I have to show that in a sec. He can like kill everything with this, but we can make him more powerful as we level up and get new skills. Okay, so this is the other thing I wanted to show. Where is it? Character details. Alright, so here, this is what I was looking for before. So intelligence, you can see, it's a primary attribute for witch doctors, wizards, and necromancers. Increases all damage for witch doctors, wizards, and necromancers by 45%. Why? Because we have 45 points in it. So the more points we get it's 1 point for 1%, and it's really good. And then the resistances are also increase. It increases resistances for all classes. So each primary stat increases damage for certain classes, and all of them increase other things for all classes. So strength increases armor for all classes, dexterity also increases armor for all classes, and vitality increases life for all classes. There's some more stuff there. It tells you what damage per second is based on. So they've done a really good job at like explaining just what everything does. So I might use this a little bit more. As you can see, there's quite a large total of things to look at. But I will use this a bit more like towards the end of the game when we need to start like working out more intricate things. But for right now, let's just stick with this. Alright. So, did I explain everything? I think I explained everything. Just trying to work it out. These areas aren't that long. Oh, here we go. Yes, we do have an interesting opponent. I'm gonna spam these guys like crazy. Boom. No. See, this is a teleporter minion. Oh, right. Create more. Can't damage them. There weren't enough normal corpses around. Are these actually... Wait, they're creating like... There we go. Okay, they took a while to die. Nice. Braces of focus. Okay, so we're getting new... What's this? Oh yeah. I got a shield before. That's something I forgot to say. Alright, so instead of thick braces, we now have braces of focus. More intelligence, more damage. I got this shield before. Very bad shield, but it gives you a chance to block, and it's better than not wearing one at all. So that's good. Oh. Whoa, oh man, those guys are really doing some serious damage now. Hell yeah. The more enemies you're facing at the same time, and the more like you kill in one go, gives, yeah, so like it gives you a 1.75 experience bonus, so it actually, you know, helps you level up faster and all that. It's really useful. So you want to make sure you're killing like large groups of enemies. This movement speed is actually really annoying me, and I feel like I should probably activate the Paragon levels to give myself some movement speed. Alright, so it is a little bit frustrating just because I don't want to... the only reason I'm not doing it is because you might think like, oh, movement speed, like if you want to kind of... Well, I should probably explain what I'm trying to say first. I don't want to make my character unnecessarily overpowered, and you might be thinking like, well, what's movement speed going to do? It's not going to increase your strength or anything, it's just you move quicker. But inherently, when you move quicker, that's a knockback attack, by the way, and it's very frustrating. One, boom, yeah, and one more. That's good. And inherently, when you increase your movement speed, you actually get like more powerful without realizing it in a way. So yeah, it's pretty tough to decide, but I think I might actually go ahead and do it just because I want to move a little bit quicker than this. And actually, I don't know how much it increases it by. Like I think it's 50%, so it's going to be a noticeable difference, but I don't know why. Oh no, sorry, it's 25%. I don't know why this takes so long to assign. So there we go. Now, yeah, you can see like, maybe not immediately. Healing well, I didn't explain that before, but yeah, it just gives you your health back. And you can use it twice. Right, here's the level 2. Let's explore the rest of this place first. Oh yeah, actually that's much better. I think I pretty much need to use this. And it's funny too, because I'm actually moving at, when you think about it. Oh yeah, when you get next to these like dead bodies and stuff, sometimes they'll open and have good stuff. Bloody chests never have anything good. It's generally just gold. Some chests have good stuff, I think. Yeah, chests have chances to drop like legendary items and all that. So some have good stuff. The wings are giving me a bit of an annoying feel because like the game, one of the cool things about the game is that you can oh my god, man, how many did I create? 7? There's got to be a limit to that. I mean, they only last 6 seconds, but there's got to be another limit. There's no way you could create just infinite of them. I've got to try that. I'm going to try and like max out how many I can get. That's quite overpowered, if that's the case. This should be very short. The way they designed the dungeons in this game. Yeah, okay, there's a good chest. So let's see, anything good? A resplendent. That's not a word you hear very often. Okay, so I got 2 yellow items and a blue item. So it's my first headpiece, so it just equipped it for me. Extra intelligence, extra life per second. I also got this chest piece, which gives me an intelligence point, a vitality point, 2 life per second, 3 life after each kill. It is, despite what the kind of the quick check is saying, where, you know, it's got 1 up and the rest down. I think overall this chest piece is better. So I'm going to use that instead. And what was the other thing I got? This, right? Okay, I lose a bit of damage, but I've been gaining a whole heap of damage, and I think that's still better. It gives you way more stats, so I'm going to use that. And it kind of offsets what I just took off on the chest piece. So I'm going to use that. And this was here as well. That one I think is worse. despite it having a little bit extra armor. Okay, yeah, the way they designed the dungeons in this game are a lot better. Most of them only have 2 levels. I can't think of. I mean, I'm sure there's one that has like 3 or 4 levels, but most of these like random ones that you find in just sections have only 2 levels. There's a shrine. This is our first shrine of the game, I think. Oh my god, that is incredible. I don't think there's a limit. That's pretty. I mean, okay. Alright, so this is a, what's it called? Okay, it's a frenzied shrine. Oh, and you also get this, which will take you right back to the beginning of the dungeon. Or right outside. So I got a frenzied shrine. So I attack even faster for, I didn't even see how long it was. It's not very long, but I attack faster and it's really good. Like, watch, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look how much faster I'm attacking. It's insane how fast that is. So shrines are very useful actually, because they give you a huge bonus for a short period of time. And sometimes you want to be smart about how you use them. I got, well, I guess I was pretty smart here. Okay, so these are wallers. Wallers kind of suck because they literally put up walls. They're the Donald Trumps. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, first legendary. Okay, so that's what legendaries look like. It's awesome. It's one of the best things about this game. Is like when a legendary drops, they make it. It actually wasn't like that when it started. The game, oh sorry, the way that the game dropped a legendary, it was just like, it was an orange item, and if you missed it or didn't see it, you didn't see it. Now it kind of makes like a big fuss about it, so that's awesome. Let's have a look at that. So in order to use a legendary, you have to identify it. Now it doesn't cost anything to identify it, so you just press square and you get Leahs Crown. Like, look how good, that's actually a really good legendary. So let's look at that. 20 intelligence, 25 vitality, 23 life per hit. And now it's, let me read this. So increase the effect of any gem socketed into this item by 88%. This effect does not apply to legendary gems. So I can put a gem in this, which I haven't got yet, and its effect will be increased by 88%, which is really good. If you press left on the digital pad, you'll notice at the bottom of the screen there, it tells you the stat ranges. So you can see what it rolled, even for the legendary effect. So I got lowish on the intelligence, I got really high on the vitality, pretty good on the life per hit, actually very good on life per hit because its low is 8. So I got quite good there. About average on the 88%, maybe leaning towards more like of the better one, and then the gold health pickup radius increased by 1 yard. I just fell on the wrong side of the tracks in that one, 50-50. And it can only have 1 socket, so it will give you 1 socket. So we're going to use this, even though I haven't got a socket, we're going to use it, and it looks awesome. One thing about legendaries is they always like go out of their way to make them look really, really cool. I'm really happy with that, actually. I'm really glad I got that. And we also leveled. So what did I get? I got a new ability. So instead of Corpse Explosion, we got Corpse Lance. So it says, target an enemy to summon projectiles from nearby corpses that cause 17,000 50% and 50% weapon damage is physical to the target. Alright, well, that sounds really good. Can't actually figure out exactly how that works, but let's have a look. Okay, so if I do that. Okay, that. Okay, so wow, it does a lot of damage. You can see it did 478 there if you were quick to notice. Okay, so it requires, does it need essence to use? Or can I just spam it? It doesn't even need essence. I might use that actually, because it, the Corpse Explosion unfortunately relies on the enemy's proximity to corpses. Corpse Lance seems to rely on my utilization. Oh, a treasure goblin. Excellent. Go, go, go. Okay, so see how it said immune there really quickly at the beginning? That was because... now we're getting somewhere. Is this guy running? Oh, okay. It said immune there because he's immune to stun effects. That's why. Wow. Okay, so I got a lot of stuff. What is this? Desiccated Heart of the Bear. Alright, so this is the item that I'm actually quite interested in. No, don't destroy things, actually. Ah, damn. I wanted to keep that speed movement bonus for later. That's alright. Boom. Oh, wow, that's even... This skill requires a target. That is not possible. And that's not quite his voice. I have to hear it again. Mimicry. Look, wow, oh, it's critting for 800. Like, we've just literally started the game 3 episodes ago, and I'm getting 800 crits. It's insane. They really made it so that it's like the fun starts a lot quicker, which is really good, because it was a bit slow before, I felt. Now, it might be a touch too much, but I don't know. Being more than less in this case is fun. All right, so this is it's a phylactery, which, what is a phylactery? Is it the picture that's on there? Is it like a canopic jar, or I feel like it's it's either a canopic jar or like a little test tube, basically. But it's a difficult word to describe. It's only used in, like, I don't know, maybe doctors, or if you're going like really olden time, apothecaries, I think, use phylacteries, or at least the terminology. So I'm not quite sure what it is. Anyway, it got its full damage bonus there, and about average on the vitality, and it doesn't block. So I don't know. It doesn't seem to do anything, and I don't really need it for anything else, so I might actually not use that. Let's pick up everything else. Don't worry about, like... Yeah, see, I got another Taj, which is a shield. Pretty much have to end the episode, but we'll quickly look at that stuff and see what we can put on that's better. Can you stop? Damn it, so many enemies around this place. Oh man, stop it. Alright, enough. Let's pause, basically. Alright, so here... yeah, like pretty much directly better on that one. No, that's not going to be better than our legendary. No, that's not going to be better either. The Taj is better. Gives you a ton of... It reduces the chance of block, but we're not going to be blocking too much anyway. It gives you a lot more damage, so that's good. Shiver Wounding. It's about the same. Yeah, that's pretty much better. I mean, ours has a little bit more attack speed, but it's better overall, I think. And what else did we get? You can tell the little star on the menu that's just gone now. That's like the new item that we got. The yellow orb, I think I explained before, is double damage, and when you get another one, it doesn't mean that you get like double damage even more. You just get the effect extended. Alright, cool. So that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it here. And next time we will go... I can't remember where we're going. The Cemetery of the Forsaken, yeah. So we're actually quite close to that. It's just to our left here. We'll explore the rest of this and continue from there. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching episode 3 of Let's Do the Diablo 3 DLC. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.